In the heart of Nova City, where neon lights blurred with smog and crime festered in the cracks between glass towers, heroes were a myth. The Age of Powers had ended a decade ago, when the last known superhero vanished mid-battle, leaving behind nothing but a crater and silence. But the city didn't know about Kai. 17 years old. Quiet. Wore headphones even when they weren't plugged in. He lived above a rundown arcade with his uncle, fixed broken machines, and tried not to be noticed. Kai had a secret: every time his heart beat too fast, time slowed down. Not in a things feel like slow motion way, but literally. The world paused, frozen like a paused video, while Kai could move, think, act. At first, it was just a survival tool. When he was 9 and a car jumped the curb. When a bully swung at him in 7th grade. When a kitchen fire almost took his uncle's life. But one night, everything changed. He was walking home from school when he heard screaming. A gang of masked mercs was robbing a tech lab across the street. A woman inside was trapped, glass raining around her. His heartbeat spiked. Time slowed. And he moved. He tore the door off its hinges with speed and strength he didn't know he had. In his frozen time world, he carried the woman to safety, through a steel cabinet at one of the mercs, and disabled their hoverbike by tearing out its ignition core. When time snapped back, everything happened in one burst, a blink of motion and chaos. The city woke up. News outlets called him a glitch. A ghost. Security footage showed a blur of light and a shockwave. But Kai knew what he was becoming. And he had a name for it: Shadowpulse. He made a suit from scrap, a sleek black hoodie laced with graphene wiring, a mask made from broken VR glass, and boots designed for speed. Every night, he trained. Every night, he patrolled. But his powers weren't perfect. Each pulse, the slowing of time, cost him. His heart would ache, and he'd sometimes lose pieces of memory. The more he used it, the more it strained his body. He began hearing a voice in his head. Not his own. "You're not alone." He had become part of Kai. Now Kai wasn't just a glitch. He was a legacy. And as new villains emerged, powered, ruthless, and organized under a mysterious syndicate called the Obsidian Order, Shadowpulse stood as Nova City's last line of defense. He wasn't perfect. He wasn't unbreakable. But he was fast. He was smart. And when the moment came, he was ready. Because some heroes aren't born in daylight. Some are forged in shadow, with a single pulse.